the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela. We are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken way up at the 25. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Warriors 17. Bronco switch.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he stopped immediately there. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice derby run. That's a positive play for the offense.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On the jump. 18
Give to Pierce now. And the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Delivers another one to Pierce. He appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now. But I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Our first carry for Najee Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Steelers at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. The slot man in motion right. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And he's got his target, Harris. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. It's Woods. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Let's go now.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Okay, ready?
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Drop 60, drop 60. 60 miles,
Looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. Pickett lost it, and the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what. whether it's running it in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He'll look to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Pickett to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they run with Harris off the option. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 40-yard line. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. From the gun, here's Pickett. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Harris is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. So good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ready, break. Flag.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Going for it with Pierce. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Another carry for Pierce. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Come on.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And some room to work. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Man, that's a 3rd fumble for him now in this ball game. And you know the old saying, CD, once is a fluke, twice a coincidence, 3 times becoming a pattern.
3 times is a problem in this case because we've seen field goal kickers have days like this, quarterbacks occasionally. But how rare is it for us to see a running back?
And this is going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. A solid stiff arm. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Right side complete. That's Woods. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Mustang 19. 18, right in.
Back to throw again. Oh, he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
He's got a man complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken way up at the 25. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Eight yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. He's going to keep this again. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So it's a turnover there on the lost fumble, and this third quarter could not really have started worse.
I think that's a great observation, because this was a close game at the half. They gave up the touchdown the opening drive. Now they turn over the football. This game, it can get away from them pretty quickly if their defense doesn't step up right here.
The tackle by Quincy Williams.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 44, Pickett. He'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. Down the right sideline, and in for the Steelers touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
From the 6. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Here's 2nd and 8. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They're going to look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of touchdown.
Najee Harris, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and it is